I just thought that UNLV did an amazing job and they fought the entire time. We knew it would be a fight the whole week. We thought we heard them say taking it to the fourth because that's what they do, and they're a good football team, and that's something that we wanted to be able to come and be able to compete with them through four quarters. But I just thought that they did an amazing job. I think Coach Barry Odom, he got this team like ready to roll. Like they're a really good football team. The offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams coach. These guys all did a really good job, and you can see those kids play for them and care about them. And I'm just extremely thankful that we got a chance to come to Vegas and play against those guys on Friday night. It was no better matchup for us to be able to go against to just show what we can do and how resilient we can be against a good football team like themselves. You know, a ranked opponent, and they're really a good football team. I just want to say appreciate them letting us come here and play them.
How heavily did you and Coach Nixon or whoever else consider going for the 2-point conversion at the end of regulation over taking that kick there?
We considered it heavy, and then it was just like kind of on me, and it was just like just go. Coach Nixon wanted to go for it, wanted to go and do it, and go. I ain't have enough heart. I was like, nah, I ain't going to. I said we're gonna take him. We're gonna do it. We've trained. We bled in training to be able to go in overtime. So since we worked for 5 quarters, let's go to 5 quarters. Let's be able to do that, you know. And we just fell back on our training. I fell back on my training of what the things that we've done throughout the week and why we worked that hard. So it was like, why go into overtime and try that when I felt as though that we'd be able to last because our strength coach, I think our strength staff does an amazing job, and I knew that we would have the strength to be able to play a little more than 60 minutes.
What makes your offense so successful on those 2-minute drills? We've seen you guys do one almost every game this season.
We do them every day in practice. You know, it's something that happens every day in practice, and we do it live, and it counts, and it's they back and forth. It's stuff being said, and then we go in and we watch it as a staff, and we go through it, and then we're always looking at CAI and just trying to get better. And I mean, I do that all the time. We're just learning the game of football, and we're teaching our players the game of football. So then when we get an opportunity to go and do it in the game, it's second nature because they've done it in practice all the time.
We go in the second row and then to Brett and Fran.
Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. When you get in a game like this, and you see resiliency on both sides, you obviously going to say, I have confidence in my team when they get down. But what do you see from your players, the response from your staff, and as they've grown over the first month with Kyle in the direction of the offense, and just the confidence that y'all have with him directing things?
Well, Kyle's a leader, and I believed in that as soon as when we went to recruit him. As I sat down in his living room in December and talked to him, and it was like right away I knew who he was. I knew what he was about, and I believe in myself. I have faith, like unbelievable faith in who I am because of the man above. And it's just I'm the head football coach of the team. Then it comes Kyle McCord, and it's just kind of like we're not going to flinch. And as long as he and I don't flinch, then everyone else will be on the same page. So it's just, hey, will you get punched? Yes. I'll be able to take a shot, get back up, go find out why I took the shot, and then being able to move on. But Kyle's a great leader. Our guys love him, and him and Fidel. I told those guys before the game, and I wrote on the board, if Fidel Diggs and Kyle McCord play big, we'll win the game. Said it won't be great, but we'll win the game as long as Fidel Diggs and Kyle McCord play big. We'll win the game because those guys are leaders. And I said, and then I turned and looked at Nixon, and I said, and feed LeQuint. So it was kind of like those things happened, so that kind of helped us.
In regards to LeQuint, just doing it with both his legs and receiving as well, coming up with 4 touchdowns tonight. Just talk about it.
I mean, he's been doing that. That's what he does. That's a Quint. I mean, never stops talking, never stops just wanting the football. He's never not open. Like he's a competitive guy, man. And it comes from his family though. It's the bloodline. His mom's competitive. You get a chance to meet her and talk to her, but he works hard every day. I mean, LeQuint was really hurt in the first half, like banged up bad. And he said, I was like, how's it feel? Just tell me the truth. He said it hurt really bad. I said scale from 1 to 10. He was like an 8. And he said, but I'm playing. And I said, all right. His knee or his leg, his lower leg, lower leg. I mean, that's why he kept limping, and he never really got out because his leg was bothering him. But we got Brandon Hall, and Brandon seen him at halftime, and Brandon got on him. I think we got one of the better trainers in the country, so Brandon just took care of him, and we got faith in Brandon, and Brandon makes the kids believe that he's like a superhero, so he brings them back.
We go Brent and then Tyler.
Fran, you've been vision a couple times, the combination of LeQuint and Yassine Kabid. LeQuinn had to gut through this one, but how about the timing of Yasin stepping in and complimenting LeQuinn and giving him the breaks when he needed it and making some big plays?
Yeah, Yasin is just a good, powerful young running back who's consistently maturing and pushing, and especially with Will Nixon going down and Will not being able to play. Yasin just wanted the ball, and he wanted to be on special teams. When he wasn't getting as many carries early on, he came to me and asked, "What can I do? I want to run the ball." I said, "Well, show me that on special teams. Be on the kickoff. Be on get on different teams, and then we'll see how much you want the ball." And he got on 3 different teams, and then he set himself up, and now opportunity came, and he made the best of him. But he does it in practice, and you guys seen it before and knowing it, and it's just a matter of time before we can let the big young fella run the football.
Coach, your team ran 96 offensive plays. The offense was out there a lot, but at the end of the game, with LeQuinn Allen winning that battle to get into the end zone in overtime, seemed like your team had more energy and more stamina than the opponent. What's gone into training this team to be ready to go that long and run that many plays?
Well, we do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of outside the box things. But I wouldn't just say that we had more than them or where it was. We just made one more play. I think this game came down to one more play. I thought they did a tremendous job. Just like I said in the beginning, hats off to them. But we just made one more play. It was like 2 good football teams out there playing ball, 2 guys just taking shots, going back and forth. And we got one more play. We made one more play. We were able to make that play on 3rd down on the defense when Fidel ended up getting that tackle, and then they kicked the field goal, and then we went and we got the targeting, 1st down, and as soon as we got the target, I said, "We're running the effing ball in the end zone. Run the ball." And just end up going that way.
Cooper, then Emily.
Coach, how important was it for you to see that connection between Colin Aronde and Bourget after a rough couple last games? And how do you feel like their preparation heading into the week was?
I mean, I see it every day in practice, so it wasn't really a matter of whether we see it in the game or not see it in the game. Kyle's going to throw it to who's open. He doesn't really like to force things. Sometimes those are issues when he try to force it or just go that thing. So he doesn't really force things. So it depends on how they cover him and, where it's at. And when he's open, he'll get the football. If he's not open, he's not going to get the ball. We have a lot of players on our football team, and we're developing young guys. You got Gil, who's being developed and playing. You got Meeks, who I think is playing well, who Mari Hatcher is playing well. And then you see we're putting Jalen Hornsby. And then now we have Justice Ross Simmons back, and coming up soon, Emmanuel Ross will be back. So we got so many young guys, and why would you have all those people on your football team and not use them all? But Aronde will get the ball when he's open, and he's done an amazing job blocking the last 3 weeks, which everybody don't want to talk about. They only want to talk about Aronde didn't catch, Aronde didn't this. Do you know every run touchdown that we had, Aronde was in, and he was blocking for him and doing those things. So I think he's doing an amazing job, and we know he can catch, and now he's showing you that he can block. So he's a complete tight end that, he's just that guy. He's the X factor that we have.
With all those young guys, how do you feel like his veteran presence has really impacted on those guys this year?
Aronde doesn't talk. He just work. He don't say much. I'll be like, "Hey, how you feel?" "I'm good, coach." And that's it. It's just like he don't talk. So you got to force things out of him, but he doesn't. He just works. He's just a working. He works his butt off, but he's a tough kid, and he looks in the mirror all the time. Like he doesn't think that he's better than he is or think that's something different. When he messes up, he says it's on me. But when he messes up, it hurts him because he loves it and he wants to do well and he loves football and he loves Syracuse. So it means a lot to him. And you seen that. I think it was last week when I went up to him about something that happened, and I said, "Well," he was like, "It's on me." But I seen that look of I'm upset what I did. I'm upset that I wasn't there for my team right at the moment. So, man, he's a great kid.
Last couple for Coach before we get to the players. We'll go Emily down here on the end, and then finish with Brent.
A couple really tough special teams.
I knew it was coming from somebody. I was thinking it was going to be you, though, but unfortunately it was her.
Really
Yeah, we got to fix it, guys. It was blocked. The other one almost blocked. It's bad, and we have to get it fixed, and it's not like it can't be fixed. It was a mistake. Somebody said they made a call, said something in when they shouldn't have brung a guy in by them bringing it in. And then number 8 moved in a little more. He made the edge tighter on the first one when he shouldn't have made the edge tighter, and then they ended up blocking it. And then the second one, just 2 of our star players didn't get to their blocks. Literally, they didn't block them at all, so they went through and blocked. And I showed them that because last week they blocked another punt against Fresno when nobody blocked 41 right up the middle, and it was just open and they blocked it. So we did the same thing. So I mean, I guess we're becoming insane. So we did the same thing they did. We was expecting different results, but they blocked it. And then number 11, as usual, goes and scores. Same exact thing. It was like deja vu happened all over again. So I mean, we got to get it better. I'm the head football coach, and I'm obviously not doing a good job in that area, which I have to fix. And I'm going to work myself to fix it. I'm going to look at different things. I'm going to call some guys that besides talking with our strength coach, and I'm going to just call some guys that I truly trust in the industry that I think are really, really good, like high-level thinkers of it, and just see what's the best way to fix it before NC State. And not saying like, oh, I got a long-term piece, but what would you do right now before NC State if you were to go through this? And I'm going to just call a few head coaches that I truly like respect and care about a lot.
What's your confidence level in Coach Milano being this?
Nah, my confidence good and all that. Yeah, don't do that. That's not cool. He got wife and kids and all. My confidence level is extremely high. It should be my confidence level in me. Milano does a great job. So a lot of that, like I said, 2 kids didn't block. Would you ask what was my confidence level in them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Star players, you said, and they missed their blocks.
Yeah, cool. Well, I mean, just how it goes sometimes. That's the nature of a sport, you know. Sometimes the other guy wins that matchup. You don't be able to do everything all the time. I know a lot of times they said that Michael Jordan missed more game-winning shots than he made, but you're not saying nothing about Mike. So they're young kids, and he's a great football coach that's done a good job for a long time. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to do something to put them in better situations. So I'm going to go look in the mirror, and then I'll fix that. But I don't really want to ever have to answer questions about somebody that I work with when he has a wife and kids and things of that nature on here. I think that's disrespectful. You up now?
Last two on there in the end, and then finish with Brent.
Coach, UNLV in the fourth quarter seemed to be able to get some plays almost at will, get chunk yardage,
Mhm.
move down the field. What changed going into overtime for the defense to be able to clamp down when they really needed it?
The field became twice as wide as it became long. So that was one piece of it, and just knowing different things. We got a pretty good red zone defense that's been going on. Did a good job with them. I just thought they did a good job. It was just we got a couple of different pressures on things. You know, Fidel made a couple tackles back to back, and then they incomplete. They actually had 2-1 open on the middle post that he ran. He ran a great stick, and he shook the bull crap out of 23 because I was messing with him like, yo, he got you. We got lucky. But he did it. But they did a good job, guys. It was just one more play. So, but they've been able to move the ball downfield. We didn't want to get beat deep by him, and we were trying to make sure we can keep the quarterback in front of us because he's been rushing for 100. Last week he had 100-some rushing yards. When I went back and watched all his runs against Campbell, he had a lot of yards against different teams. When he played against North Carolina and it was big schools, he run the ball well. That's what he's been doing his entire career. And then the kid also had over 8,000 passing yards and rushing yards. So when you look at all what he has, over 8,000 total yards, it's like, wow, this kid's a good football player. We got to be careful. How do you beat him? Let's try to keep him boxed in and allow him to throw the quick check down. Allow him to do that when we're back and we can see him instead of us being up in press man and then we turning and running with guys and then he's running chasing us down the field. So that was the game plan in doing that, and it kind of worked itself out.
Last one for Coach Fran.
Fran, you talked a lot about the monotony of football.
Yeah.
And the day in, day out of it. Was there a moment at some point through this process after you took over this team that you saw when they were at their worst, that you challenged them that they could come through in a spot like this, where you said, okay, we've got something here, and we saw it manifest?
Yeah, winter workout, 6 degrees outside. They was all out there, and so was he. My son, they was out there working out, and they were doing it. And then just what we put them through in practice. If you're at practice and you hear me on the mic all day and just coming at the players about different things, talking to them about it, like we believe that we bleed in training so you don't have to truly bleed in war. And I learned that from Kirby Smart. And when I was at Georgia, and just bleed in training. We bleed in training so we don't bleed in war. And we work really hard in practice so you wouldn't flinch to something in the game because you practice all week for the game, you know. So it just worked out. But honestly, like I said, they did an amazing job, and we made one more play. When you really look at the game, we made one more play than they made, and it's good to go. But you know the things y'all not talking about when it comes? We beat another top 25 football team. It's the first time that happened since 2010. Isn't that the date y'all told me? First road top 25 win since 2010, and then tell them the other piece you said to me.
First multi-regional
Yeah, and with our special teams like that. So we're gonna get that better. And I don't want to say all that.